spending a night with friends was really great last night. I enjoyed seeing Jeffy Bear for that quick little visit. We all could have stuck around another day, but sometimes that inner nomad just pulls you down the road and you got to follow that feeling when that feeling is there. I know for sure I'm going to run into Jeffy Bear again on one of my journeys to Ontario. I have a tendency of always seem to be going back that way, so without a doubt me and Jeffy will cross paths at some time in our near future anyway. Me and Joseph are going to drive a little bit today. We both have AC in our rigs. Allows us to keep cool while we drive during these super hot summer days. And we'll probably stop at a lake or two, go for a bit of a swim. But we're both heading back towards Vancouver. Once we get to Vancouver, Joseph's heading towards Squamish. I'm heading back over to Vancouver Island. The temperatures over there are way cooler than they are where I am currently. I do have to stop today and put another year's worth of insurance on my van and also renew my driver's license, so that's going to be the first stop on my agenda today.
Out of all the years I've been on the road, I can tell you one thing for sure. Van life on a hot summer day sucks. Completely is the worst part about this entire lifestyle. And I never would have expected that, because my whole life I look forward to summer. I look forward to those hot summer days where you could be at the beach and swim and drink beer. But yet, at the end of those days, you got to go back to your air-conditioned condo and enjoy the breeze because you're way up above the city on those high floors. Now, well, you're in the van on the ground by the pavement that's radiating heat all night long. Summertime is not so fun. And BC just finished going through a super hot heat wave where it was like 45 degrees Celsius, upwards of 115 degrees Fahrenheit. On those days, I'd rather drive around and stay in the air conditioning.
You look very hot, bro.
It's hot.
Is it sit and sweat weather, or is it drive and stay cool weather? What? No! You feel better, buddy? You are dripping wet all over the place. Oh my gosh.
After standing there making some food in stale air with no breeze at that kind of temperature, I was like, forget it. For my own well-being and the well-being of my dog, we're going to head back to Vancouver Island, because I was flipping through my weather app and I realized that it's only 18 degrees Celsius in Tofino, BC. I'm like, that is less than half the temperature that I'm standing in right now. Yep, that's it. That's it. We're heading for the ferry.
I think I seen the bumper on that truck on a TikTok video where he smashed his ear.
Just pulled into Tim Hortons in Abbotsford, BC to grab ourselves an ice cap and Cruzy, a couple of Timbits. And the temperature here is perfect. Me and Joseph got outside over there to go get gas, and got outside, we're like, whoa, is that a cool breeze? So good. Anyway, me and Joseph have parted. He's going to Squamish, and I am heading back to catch the ferry back to Vancouver Island today.
Vancouver, here's what's making news right now. The fairs, festivals, and trade shows are back. Province's state of emergency and mandatory masks gone. This is BC News 2 reopening stage 3.
Whether you're living in a van full-time like me, or you have an overland rig and you're about to go off on a great big summer expedition, or you're a weekend warrior and you're out there taking off in your brand newly built camper van with a family, I got one suggestion to beat that summer heat. Open up that weather app of yours and drive in the complete opposite direction of where it's hot. Why? Because you got a steering wheel in your home.
Greatest things that's happened to me my entire life, besides floating on that lake back there in Penticton. That was amazing. A little too windy for the dog. He was back there grasping for air because the wind was just blowing into his face. So we're gonna walk to the back of the boat where it's probably a little breezy, just not as much as it was over there. Hey, Crazy? Oh yeah, and as soon as we started walking on the car deck, Cruzy had the most explosive turd I've ever seen. It literally, I don't know if it's the heat bothering him, but it just went all over the place, and I was like, oh no. There was a girl in the vehicle beside us. I'm like, do you have any napkins? She gives me a couple napkins. I'm like, I am so sorry. So I had to run down to the van, and look at, I even have some of the paper towels still with me just in case he lets loose again. Temperature is so much better over here.
I've had a lot of defining moments in my van life. But sitting here today on the ferry, feeling the breeze around me, made me realize that all of those moments where I felt peace, calmness, and inspired, all came from movement. All came from me just driving a little bit too far one day, or just following whatever my heart and soul wanted to do. Like today, sitting here watching the sunset over the Pacific Ocean, and that guy out there on his Sea-Doo just giving her and having a good time just calmed my soul. I really am glad today that I drove all the way back here to Vancouver Island. Mr. Cruz had himself a blast on the ferry. And to see that sunset today just made this day absolutely perfect. That's all I got for you guys today was our drive back here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to let you guys go, alright? And you can enjoy the rest of this ferry ride with me. I'll see you guys on the next one. Before we go here today, I just want to say that my heart goes out to the entire community of Lytton, BC. To everybody that lost their homes, their businesses, their animals and loved ones to a recent wildfire that wiped out 90% of that little village. I've been there before. I've definitely adventured in the backcountry around Lytton, and we've definitely slept on the highway not far out of town. My heart's with you guys. And I know you guys will end up banding together and building a great little village after all of this heartbreak. So if you're traveling out there in this nice, hot, warm weather in your vehicles, please travel safe, you guys. Maybe do your cooking indoors, or heck, start eating salads and leave the fire out of it. All right, guys, travel safe. I'll see you soon.